We're looking at expanding from 12.6 to 20 all through the organic route. Currently, as we speak, our 1.2 million ton unit in Jajpur, Orissa is in the final stages of being commissioned. So we're hoping that that will get commissioned by April. With that, our total capacity would be 14 million tons. And if you look at our spread, we would be present in 3 regions of the country: South, with about 8 million tons of capacity spread between Nandyal in Andhra Pradesh and Vijayanagar in Karnataka. West, with 2.2 million ton facility in Dolvi, just outside Mumbai. And in the east, we'll have 2 units, 2.4 million tons in Salboni and 1.2 million tons in Jajpur in Orissa. So with that, we would be a 14 million ton company. Going into the future and going forward, we've already applied for various environmental approvals to further augment our capacities in each of these locations. So Vijayanagar, we are planning on expanding from 3.2 million to 5 million tons. Dolvi from 2.2 to 4 million tons. Salboni from 2.4 to 3.6 million tons. And Jajpur from 1.2 to 2.4 million tons. Further, we are planning on adding a greenfield capacity in Salem in Tamil Nadu of 0.6 million tons. So with that, we would be achieving a 20 to 20.6 million ton capacity number. And we're targeting to do this by the first half of 2021.
All right. Essentially, even after the expansion, the capacity will be pretty much until predominantly present in the southern part of India, right?
Yes, so southern part would be 10 million,
yeah,
and the western part would be 4 million, and the eastern part would be 6 million.
All right. And with this, how much fund will the company require for the expansion of 8 million ton, and how much of that would be through debt? And also, I'd like to understand what is the present operating leverage and how much would you be comfortable with?
So we would be expanding 6 million tons of capacity because the capacity addition of this 1.2 million has already been fully tied up in Orissa. So for a 6 million ton capacity expansion, we would be requiring close to 1,500 crore rupees. We would be generating close to 500 crores through internal accruals,
right,
and about 1,000 crores we would be raising from the market, from the banking sector. Our current operating leverage, we are running at a debt to equity of close to 2 times at the moment. My target is to bring that down to below 1.5 times.
Okay.
And our current debt to EBITDA is roughly 4.5 times.
Okay.
And our target is to bring that down to below 3 times. The reason our leverages are slightly stretched at the moment is because a lot of our capacity has been added over the last 6 months. So now that the assets are up and running and we're starting to sweat the assets, we see that our leverage ratio is really significantly tapering down over the next 12 months.
Also, your IPO hinges much upon the ramp-up plans. And can we expect that to come in by the second half of 2020? And what's the amount that the company would be planning to raise, and how much of promoter dilution will happen with this IPO?
So I think the safe estimate to assume when the IPO would actually come into the market would be in the first half of 2021. We are going to be starting the process at the end of this calendar year, and then it's a 12 to 14 month process before we actually file for the IPO. The promoters, we are looking at diluting roughly 15% of our holding in the company and looking to raise roughly 3,500 crores for that 15%. With the 3,500 crores that we raise, we would be fueling up further expansions going from 20 to 30 million tons, because over the last 2 years the company has been strategically acquiring limestone deposits through the auction around the country. So we have acquired a very large limestone deposit in Rajasthan. We have a limestone deposit in Gujarat also that we've acquired through the auction, and also we have a limestone deposit at Shiva Cement. So with these 3 limestone deposits that we have, we see enough opportunity to go from 20 to 30 million tons and beyond.